Ankita Grover went to India to check on her family. Between travel bans imposed by that country and Canada, the Manitoba resident is trapped and desperate to get out with her daughter.
Cases are increasing day by day and we cannot go outside.
Warrenjeet Sidhu of British Columbia went to India for his mother-in-law's funeral. Now he's stuck.
We're getting worried more because as cases are getting higher and higher.
The images of the dead and dying in India are heartbreaking.
Being here in Canada, you do feel a little bit helpless.
But Canada's South Asian community is rallying to donate to aid organizations. Khalsa Aid has been using the donations to buy ventilators and oxygen concentrators. These precious pieces of cargo are headed to the world's COVID-19 hotspot, where they're in short supply.
The outpour from the community has been great, not only in a donation and financial perspective, but also there's been a lot of emotion.
Time is of the essence in this part of the world. The peak of India's second wave isn't expected until the end of May, and medical supplies are desperately needed. From her home in Toronto, 35-year-old Aswini Sivaraman has frantically been coordinating with her friends and family back in India.
As I'm combing through, the SOS calls for help and so on, is that people are in need of different medical supplies, whether it's oxygen or blood.
She's doing the research to make sure the donations are reaching legitimate organizations because there's so little trust in the Indian government. The Canadian government has committed $10 million to the Indian Red Cross and is encouraging donations to other Canadian aid groups.
Giving it to organizations here gives you a certain more transparency.
There's no shortage of people who want to help, but the help needs to get there sooner rather than later.
The situation is getting worse here day by day.
With a husband and father waiting back in Canada, this mother and daughter are even more anxious to get home. Robin Gill, Global News, Vancouver.